welcome to another in a series of videos called Photoshop Keyboard Ninja. Now, using and managing layers is a powerhouse feature of Photoshop. Once you've worked with it for a while, you begin to find that you're constantly mousing backwards and forth between the same menu items or panel buttons. So most of the time it really gets taken up moving around rather than actually editing the image. Fortunately, keyboard shortcuts offer us a way to streamline this Photoshop workflow. Now, once you master these shortcuts, you'll be demonstrating your ninja-like skills far and wide, I promise you. So these are my top 5 helpful shortcuts to help you become a Photoshop shortcut ninja. Number 1. Adding a new layer. Well, we could do it through the menus, but keyboard ninjas have transcended mere menu items. Ninjas live on a higher plane, having seen the light of keyboard shortcuts. So we're going to add a new layer in super quick time with a keyboard shortcut, Control, Shift and N. That will bring up the dialog where you can rename it, and then just click OK. And that will add a brand new layer right at the top of the stack for you. Now, if you don't want the bother of the dialog box and you're doing this in super quick time, then you just add Alt. So we've got Control, Alt, Shift and N. And that just puts a new layer straight on the top without taking you through the dialog, and then you can rename it once it's in the stack. Number 2. Stamp Visible. Now, this is a really useful command that I use all the time if I'm doing some blending or creating like a sharpening layer. Basically, it merges together all the layers completely. It like flattens them and creates a copy at the top of the stack, but it doesn't do anything with the layers underneath. Important to make sure that the top layer in the stack is active, so I'm just going to click on that, and then I'm going to press the keyboard shortcut Control, Alt, Shift and E. And what that'll do is create a flattened version of anything underneath and put it on the top of the stack, so I can start off now and doing some sharpening or blending or whatever and continue on. All these layers are still here if I need them to go back and make any adjustments later, and then I can just restamp and create a new layer again. Number 3. Move to the top or bottom of the layer stack. Now, sometimes when you're working with a lot of layers, you might need to get quickly to the top or the bottom of the layer stack. Now, if you've got a lot of layers, that could mean a lot of scrolling. But there are 2 keyboard shortcuts that do exactly that for us. So if I hold the Alt key down and press the bigger than symbol, which is just above the full stop on the keyboard, it takes me straight to the top of the stack. If I press on the smaller than, which is on my keyboard is with the comma, it takes me to the bottom of the stack. So the bigger than sign takes me to the top, the smaller than sign takes me to the bottom. Easy peasy. Number 4. Turn off all but the bottom layer. Now, sometimes you need to compare your start position with where you are now, with all your layers added. Now, we can get a quick feel for this if we hold the Alt key down and we click on the visibility eye of the background layer. And if I do that, it turns everything off but the background. So this is my start position. And if I do it again, hold the Alt key, keep the Alt key down and click again, it turns them all back on again. So I can get a little bit of an idea of where I've been and where I've got to with my image. Number 5. Moving the selected layer within the stack. Now, sometimes you may need to physically move a layer, not just the focus, but you may need to physically move the layer. Now, we could click and drag it, but that's using that mouse again. We're going to use a keyboard shortcut. You can see here I've got a layer active. So what I'm going to do is hold the Control key down and press the right square bracket key, and that's going to take that layer up in the stack. If I want to take something down in the stack, then I'm again going to hold the Control key down, but this time press the left square bracket key. So right square bracket key with the Control key takes it up, left square bracket key brings it down. How easy is that? A lot better than dragging. Well, once again, that's the end of our little chat about shortcuts to ninjafy your workflow. Join me in the next episode for more shortcuts to bring you focus and inner peace. If you want to see these and more videos on learning Photoshop and Lightroom, please visit my website, kenfisherphotography.com, or my YouTube channel, Live Link Training. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.